Hello, friends. Welcome to March. February is a short month, but it sure did last a long time for me. It was crazy, crazy busy. So I'm so happy to finally welcome in March, and maybe I will get a chance to slow down just a little bit this month. This is Brandy, and today I'm working on the sketch a layout using the March sketch from Stick It Down. I apologize in advance. I didn't realize that I didn't have my camera leveled when I was filming, so I really hope it doesn't, I don't think it cuts off too much there at the bottom, but that sketch should have been in full view, so I apologize. Anyway, for this one, I am basically going to stick straight to the sketch. I'm not going to veer off very much. I did a little bit with the size of my photos. Instead of doing 2.5 by 2.5 squares, I did, I, I don't know, they vary. It's approximately 2.5 by 3. I really haven't measured that much, that well, the final product inside those photo frames. But I used a die from Hip Kit Club to cut out those photo frames, the little, the frames that say photo on them. What is the word? I'm thinking of Polaroid. That's the word. It's almost antiquated, isn't it? So that I thought worked really well. I knew it was in my stash and I haven't used it a whole lot. And I thought this would be a nice layout to bust it out with. And I'm also using a piece of this pink striped piece of paper is also from Hip Kit Club. And I think that's it from Hip Kit Club. The rest of the product I'm using is Paige Evans' Lovely Blooms collection, with the exception of this title. This is American Craft, so you guys probably know better than I do what it's called. I'm not sure what collection it comes from. But if it's still available, then I'll link it in the description box below. Anyway, I am struggling today to say my words. They're not coming to me. I think it's old age. I don't know. But now this part right here, these florals are not on the sketch, but it's really difficult for me to do a layout without florals. So I had to pop those embellishments in somewhere. And the sketch also shows a few sprinkles of enamel dots or some sort of a gem or something around the photos. So I'm going to use the holographic chipboard hearts that are in this Paige Evans collection. And I don't add any mixed media, but I actually am going to journal on this one, which is unusual for me, as you guys know. I don't do that a whole lot, but I do decide to on this one. It does kind of, I did want to tell the story, especially with the title that I chose for these photos. I think I may have actually scrapped one of these photos before. I'm going to have to go back through my albums and look, but it doesn't matter. This layout is telling a different story anyway. So, oh, and the triangles, I guess you guys should know. Um, I just went into Cricut Design Space and created a couple of triangles and welded them together in twos and cut them out all in separate pieces. Does that make sense? So in Cricut Design Space, I took two triangles, welded them together, made them the size that I wanted, and I varied the sizes. And then I did a whole bunch of them and cut them out with my Cricut because I thought it would be pretty easy to duplicate. And I was right. It was super, super duper easy to duplicate what was in the sketch. And I really liked it. I didn't see the point in veering off very much from the sketch. It doesn't need a whole lot more. and there's a lot of texture, there's a lot of dimension, and there's a lot of places for your eye to rest and things that keep your eye moving around the page. So I didn't feel the need to change it up very much this time. So I did notice that as I was putting everything down on the page, it's kind of mostly shifted to the right of the page. So, and a little bit high. So I thought that it would feel better to me if it were centered as best as I could inside the striped pattern paper. So I'm just trimming off a little bit from the left and a little bit from the bottom, and I tried to trim off the same amount, and I just pulled a piece of cardstock from an old piece of cardstock from my stash. And if you guys look really carefully, you can see that it's even faded on the edges, but it's fine. It's not that difficult to or it's not that obvious rather when it's all put together. So now I just wanted you guys to see here real quick. I didn't show you the whole process of journaling, but I did it with pencil first, and then I go over it with a black pen, and then I just erase all of my pencil marks, and then I'll go back in and draw some wonky underlines in on my under my journaling. And now I'm just going to do my lines around the outside edge there, and I'm done. I hope you guys enjoyed this process video, and you jump in to the Stick It Down Facebook page and you grab this sketch out and use it for yourself. And also show us what you've done, because you have an opportunity to become a guest designer with Stick It Down. I hope you guys have a lovely crafty day. Bye bye.